dear children, welcome back to our chemistry class. Today's topic is double decomposition reaction or double displacement reaction. Okay, double decomposition or double displacement reaction. Here, the reactants are two compounds. Okay, that for example, A, B and CD. Okay, AB is a compound and CD is also a compound. These two compounds are in aqueous state. These two compounds are in aqueous state and they have two ions, positive ions and negative ions. This AB consists of, that is A plus and B minus. Okay, it is a combination of A plus and B minus. Okay, similarly we can say that is C plus and D minus. Okay, C plus and D minus. Okay, so AB and CD both are compounds. They are in aqueous state. They contain positive ions and negative ions. So these ions exchange. Okay, these ions exchange. A and D, C and B. Okay, they exchange. Instead of B, D minus is joined. Instead of D, B minus is joined to the C plus. So we can write C, B and A, D. Okay, C, B and A, D. C, B and A, D. Okay, this reaction is called double decomposition or double displacement. Here two ions is exchanged. So this type of reaction is called double displacement reaction. Okay, a reaction in which two compounds, these two compounds are in aqueous state. Okay, they contain the ions, that is positive ions and negative ions or radical, positive radical or negative radicals. They exchange their ions to form new compounds. Here Cb and Ad is formed. Okay, so they formed new compounds. This type of reaction is called double decomposition reaction or double displacement reaction. Clear, no? This reaction is divided into two types, precipitation reaction and neutralization reaction. Double displacement reaction is divided into two, precipitation and neutralization reaction. Okay, dear children. So what is precipitation reaction? Precipitate. What is precipitate? That is insoluble solid. Okay, what is precipitate? Insoluble solid. Here also two compounds react to form. Okay, two compounds react to form new product. Here one of the product is insoluble solid, that is precipitate. That type of reaction is called precipitation reaction. Okay, the reactants are two compounds that the reactants are in aqueous state. Okay, they contain positive and negative ions. They exchange their ions to form new products. I told that double displacement reaction or double decomposition reaction. That one of the product is insoluble solid. What is that? Insoluble solid. That is precipitate. So that reaction is called precipitation reaction. That reaction is called precipitation reaction. Is it clear now? So what is neutralization reaction? Neutralization reaction means base and acid. Okay, base react with acid or alkali react with acid. Base means it contains OH. Okay, hydroxide ion is there. So base is react with or alkalis react with acids to produce salt and water. Salt and water. In that product, salt is there and water is there. That reaction is called neutralization reaction. Is it clear? So we can go to the examples. Dear children, here barium chloride is react with the sodium sulfate. Barium chloride is react with the sodium sulfate. Barium chloride is a compound. Sodium sulfate is also a compound. Both are salt. Okay, both are salt. Barium chloride is also a salt. Sodium sulfate is also a salt. So these two compounds here, barium chloride split into barium plus and chloride minus. So they contain two ions, positive and negative ions. Similarly, in sodium sulfate, two ion is the Na plus and sulfate. Okay, so they exchange their ions. Barium combined with sulfate, sodium combined with that negative ion chlorine. Okay, so form barium sulfate and sodium chloride, barium sulfate and sodium chloride. In this reaction, here white precipitate is formed, white insoluble solid is formed. Okay, so we can say this reaction is precipitation reaction. Here insoluble solid, white precipitate is formed. So this type of reaction is called precipitation reaction. Okay, dear children, I will give the equation. Okay, I will give the equation and I will, in question paper, I will ask which type of reaction. So you must understand that after the reaction, white precipitate is formed. So here white precipitate is formed. So we can say this reaction is precipitation reaction. Is it clear? No. Next example, silver nitrate is react with hydrogen chloride. Okay, silver nitrate is react with hydrogen chloride. Here silver positive, nitrate negative. Hydrogen chloride, hydrogen positive, chlorine negative. So these ions are exchanged. Silver positive is combined with that chloride negative ions to form silver chloride. Similarly, H plus combined with nitrate ions to form white precipitate or insoluble solid is formed. So this reaction is called precipitation reaction. Here what you observe, white precipitate or silver chloride is formed. Okay, observation also will come. Okay, so for example, hydrogen chloride is added to silver nitrate. What do you observe? What do you observe? White precipitate of silver chloride is formed. Okay, here barium chloride is react with the sodium sulfate. What do you observe? White precipitate of barium sulfate is formed. That type of question also will come. Clear no, dear children? Next example, copper sulfate. It is a salt. Okay, copper sulfate is a salt. It is mixed with the base. Copper sulfate is a salt. It is mixed with base to form blue precipitate. Blue insoluble solid is formed. That is blue precipitate. Blue precipitate is formed. So this reaction is also called precipitation reaction. This reaction is called precipitation reaction. That is, sodium hydroxide is added to copper sulfate. What do you observe? Blue precipitate of copper hydroxide is formed. This reaction is not a neutralization reaction. Here base is there. Okay, what is neutralization reaction? Base react with acid. Base react with acid to form salt and water. Products, in that product water is there. That is neutralization reaction. Here base is there. But a base under, but acid is not there. Okay, so salt and base combine to form insoluble solid. Here no water is produced. So this type of reaction is called precipitation reaction. Salt reacts with the base to form insoluble solid. This type of reaction is called precipitation reaction. In your textbook, some other example is also is there. Please work out it there. Okay. Next, neutralization reaction. What is neutralization reaction? I told base or alkali. Base or alkali react with acid. React with acid to form salt and water. Salt and water. This reaction is called neutralization reaction. What is neutralization reaction? Base or alkali. Base or alkali react with acid to produce salt and water. This type of reaction is called neutralization reaction. For example of base or alkali, zinc oxide. Okay, potassium hydroxide or sodium hydroxide. Okay, aluminium oxide. Like that, all the compounds are base or alkali. Example of acids, HCl, HNO3, H2SO4. These are the examples of acids. Clear no, dear children? So these reactions are combined to form salt and water. This react, after the reaction, what we get? Salt and water. This reaction is called neutralization reaction. We can check the examples. Sodium hydroxide is a base. I told you which are the bases. Examples of bases are sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, zinc oxide, copper oxide. Okay, examples of acids, hydrochloric acid, nitric acid, sulfuric acid. Okay, so sodium hydroxide is react with HCl. It is a positive, negative, positive, negative. Okay, these compounds contain positive ions and negative ions. They exchange their ions to form salt and water. Salt and water. Here base. Okay. It is a base or alkali. It is a acid to form salt and water. Salt and water. This reaction is called a neutralization reaction. Okay. If it is sodium hydroxide, react with HNO3. HNO3. Sodium hydroxide react with HNO3 to form here positive, negative, positive, negative. Here also sodium react with the nitrate to form NaNO3 plus H2O. Okay, H and OH minus combine to form water. Clear now? So sodium hydroxide react with acid. That means one base is react with acid to produce salt and water. Another example, zinc oxide. Zinc oxide is also a base or alkali. So they react with the acid, that is nitric acid or sulfuric acid, to form zinc nitrate. Here also positive, negative, positive, negative. So positive combined with the negative ions. Zinc nitrate. Zinc valency 2. We should write under the subscript of nitrate. Okay. 2. Nitrate valency 1. We should write under the subscript of zinc. So 1 no needed to write. Okay. Then water is formed. H2O. This hydrogen and oxygen combine to form water. Okay, then balance the equation. That's your duty. Okay. Then potassium hydroxide react with the sulfuric acid. Potassium hydroxide react with the sulfuric acid to form. Potassium is a positive, hydroxide is negative, hydrogen is positive, sulfate is negative. Okay, so potassium combined with sulfate products to form potassium sulfate. Sulfate valency 2. We should write under the subscript of potassium. Potassium valency 1. So no need to write under the subscript of sulfate. So the formula of potassium sulfate is K2SO4 and hydrogen and oxygen combine to form water. Hydrogen. So this type of reaction is called a neutralization reaction. Base and acid combine to form salt and water. This reaction is called a neutralization reaction. Another example, copper oxide. It is also a base or alkali. It is react with nitric acid or sulfuric acid or hydrochloric acid to form. If it is react with the nitric acid, we will get copper nitrate and water. If it is react with the sulfuric acid, H2SO4, at that time what we will get? Copper sulfate. Okay, copper sulfate. Copper valency 2, sulfate valency also 2. So copper sulfate formula CuSO4 and H2O. Okay, clear now dear children? So base and acid or alkali and acid, they react to form salt and water. That reaction is called neutralization reaction. Okay, after that you must balance the equation. Is it clear now? So dear children, read the lesson thoroughly and write and study the equations and examples of displacement, double displacement, decomposition reaction, combination reaction, okay, neutralization reaction, precipitation reaction, that also needed to study. Okay, and I will give the equations. Then I will ask which type of reaction. Okay, which type of reaction. So you must identify which type of reaction is that. Okay, that type of question will come. Dear children, study very well.